welcome to this week's Norman News. I'm Noelle Trost.
And I'm Leo Padilla. Keep watching for more news on Yearbooks.
And a Deli review.
Hi, I'm Eric Moradin here with this week's sports and world news.
And I'm Alana Morgan with this week's fashion and weather.
Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. Massive lottery jackpots continue to grow even larger after no winners were announced for the prizes in Friday and Saturday night drawings. Combined, the Powerball and Mega Millions jackpots are now worth more than $2.2 billion. Powerball's 47.6 million jackpot was boosted to $620 million after no ticket matched the numbers drawn Saturday night: 16, 54, 57, 62, 69, and 29. The next drawing, which has an estimated cash value of $354.3 million, will be held on Wednesday, October 24th. Now, let's end it to Leo with news on football.
Thanks, Noel. This Friday is the last home football game of the season. The Normans have had another rough season, winning only a handful of their games, but have yet another opportunity to face off against rival Culver City. Make sure to come out Friday to watch the game. Concessions will also be up and running with the actual snack booth and attendants walking through the crowd. The game starts at around 6:30 p.m. Now to Eric with sports.
Thanks, Leo. Usain Bolt has been offered a contract by the Central Coast Mariners, a professional soccer team playing in the Australian A-League. Bolt has been training with the club since August and scored twice for them during preseason. The Olympic champion has not hid his desire to play professional soccer after retiring from sprinting in 2017. This signing would be a huge boost for the reputation of Australian soccer and could be a good source of merchandise revenue for the team. Now, let's send it to Nathan.
Thanks, Eric. So this week marked for the NBA a very intense match between the Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Lakers. Throughout the whole game, it was very close and tensions were rising. Finally, in the last few minutes of the game, the referees called a foul, leading to a technical foul called on Brandon Ingram. This first started a fight with the ref after Ingram shoved James Harden, and seconds after Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul got physical. This resulted in the ejection of Chris Paul, Rajon Rondo, and Brandon Ingram, and the Lakers lost 124-115, although it was a very close game. And as of right now, the NBA is reviewing footage from this fight. And specifically, they're trying to see if Rondo spit in Chris Paul's face. We will see what happens soon. Let's keep watching the Lakers for more. Now we have Genevieve with more sports.
Thanks, Nathan. As we all know, the famous LeBron James from the Cavs have moved to the Lakers team. LeBron signed a 4-year contract with the Lakers, which means he's confident that with his help, the Lakers could probably be as good as the Warriors. Although the Warriors have won the championships twice going against the Cavs, which was LeBron's old team. LeBron is planning to win the championships either this year or the next 3 years to come. All we could do is wait and see if he will finally get the win he has been working so hard for. Now to Alana with fashion.
Thanks, Genevieve. Normans, are you in love with MCM bags? Well, then you might want to hop on the limited edition with Poppin' at Nordstrom Collab with MCM worldwide. This collection has over 100 exclusive pieces, styles which is pulled straight from MCM's archives. The collection has some cute Nordstrom exclusives, MCM mini backpacks, golf bags, vanity cases, wallets, Swell water bottles, yes, stainless steel MCM water bottles for $60, slides, throw blankets, and so much more. Even Champion X MCM sweatshirts. If you are an MCM lover, you better start shopping now because the collab started on October 5th and ends November 11th. MCM says that the brand is an exclusive capsule celebrating the heritage, history, and future MCM. Get your credit cards ready while we send it to Kayla with more entertainment news.
Thanks, Alana. This past Sunday, it was the American reality television queen Kim Kardashian's 38th birthday. Her husband, also known as the famous rapper Kanye West, gave her the most adorable birthday surprise. On the morning of October 21st, Kim was woken up by the sounds of a piano. As she headed down the stairs, she saw a beautiful arrangement of flowers hanging from her ceiling, but it didn't stop there. Her kids Saint and North were running around a grand piano that was being played. Kim described this event as creative and cute, but many are comparing this to her younger sister Kylie Jenner's surprise from Travis Scott. Not so long ago, Kylie's baby daddy bought her a Rolls Royce for her 21st birthday. I'm sure anyone will like to be in any of these celebrities' places, but that's all for today. Now passing it on to Bella with music.
Thanks, Kayla. This week we're going to be talking about All of Me by John Legend. This is definitely a TBT. John wrote this song to his wife Chrissy a few years ago. If this is not the most romantic thing, I don't know what is. After all, since he and Chrissy have been dating, all his songs have been written to her or about her. I think everyone deserves their own John Legend. Now to Riley's movie review on Halloween.
Thanks, Bella. Halloween is just around the corner, and what not a better way to start it off with the new movie Halloween 2018, which was released just this past week, October 19th. The movie features stars like Jamie Lee Curtis and Judy Greer. The movie starts off with a deep past where Laurie Strode is coming to confrontation with her masked figure, who she ran away from nearly 4 decades ago on Halloween night. Now it's up to Laurie and her cop friend Michael to solve the rest. Interested in that movie? Well then, grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's new movie trailer.
I've waited for him.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We're on.
We're here to investigate a patient that killed 3 innocent teenagers on a Halloween in 1978. He was shot by his own psychiatrist and taken into custody that night, and has spent the last 40 years in captivity. Hello, Michael. I have something you might like to see.
Everyone in my family turns into a nutcase this time of year. Yeah, I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode. She was almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, it was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Dad, look out!
The bus crashed.
Mom, what bus crashed?
Michael escaped.
Excuse me, somebody's in here.
Hello?
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him.
Get out! Go home! Get inside!
You don't believe in the boogeyman?
He's here!
Michael! You should.
Can you close the closet door?
Well, that looks great. Noelle, I hear you have some news on cap and gowns.
I do. So right now the price is $55, but it's going to go up to $65 in December. And then if you wait even longer than that, it's going to be $75. So if you want your cap and gown, you need to make sure you get it soon.
And where can students buy their cap and gown?
They can get it at the student store, or they can go online to get it as well.
Oh, cool. So students should definitely get to that soon.
They really should.
And now to Eric with World News.
Thanks, guys. Saudi Arabia claims that journalist Jamal Khashoggi was killed in a fight outside its Istanbul consulate after 2 weeks of claiming they had nothing to do with it. This response has been met with criticism internationally, with nobody really believing the Saudi government. Governments and international organizations will keep pressing the Saudi government for answers about this issue. Now to Jasmine with national news.
Thanks, Eric. Speaking of Jamal Khashoggi, White House officials are worried that his apparent killing could jeopardize plans to enlist Saudi to help to avoid disrupting the oil market. On November 5th, it's planned to cut off all Iranian oil exports. The administration is counting on its relationship with the Saudis to keep global oil flowing without spiking prices and to work together on a new policy to contain Iran in the Persian Gulf. If the plans move forward, if the Saudis are supposed to have a significant increase in oil revenue during the same time Congress is talking about penalizing the kingdom over the Khashoggi case. It's one of the reasons that Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was sent on such short notice to see King Salman of Saudi Arabia and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman on Tuesday. Now let's send it to Tatian with a restaurant review.
Thanks, Jasmine. Looking for a delicious kosher place to try? Head down to Pico Kosher Deli. This place has the best kosher meat in town. Come and try their delicious deli burger that comes with fries and crispy pastrami. While you're waiting for your food to come, order the chicken soup that not only tastes amazing, but soothes your throat whenever you're sick. Head down to Pico Kosher Deli and try these out. Now to Jonah with technology.
Thanks, Tatian. Hackers breached the government healthcare system earlier this week, compromising the personal data for 75,000 individuals, according to the Centers for Medicare and Medical Services. The data was taken through a system used by insurance agents and brokers. The CMS says that on October 13th, it detected anomalous activity in the Federality Facilitated Exchanges, or FFE's, direct enrollment pathway for agents and brokers, a system used by agents and brokers to help people applying for healthcare insurance. CMS says that approximately 75,000 individuals' files were accessed, and that after the breach was verified on the 16th, it took steps to secure the system. The center says that it shut down the direct enrollment system to implement new security measures. It plans to have it up and running again in a week, and that it's working to notify the ones who might have been impacted to assist them with measures like credit protection. Now let's go to health with Yasmin.
Very few studies look at how vaping affects the body and brain. Even fewer specifically examine the Juul, a popular device that packs as much nicotine in each of its pods as a standard pack of cigarettes. Researchers at the Stanford University School of Medicine surveyed young people who vape and found that those who said they used Juuls vaped more frequently than those who used other brands. The participants appeared to be insufficiently aware of how addictive the devices could be. Nicholas Shoddy, a health clinical pediatrics fellow at Boston Children's Hospital, said that after, quote, only a few months of using nicotine, these teens describe cravings, sometimes intense ones. Sometimes they also lose their hopes of being able to quit. And interestingly, they show less severe symptoms of withdrawal than adults, but they start to show them earlier on. After only a few hundred cigarettes, or whatever the equivalent amount of vaping pods, some start showing irritability or shakiness when they try to stop. It is important to be aware of this. You can find out more information about Opt Out October this month in the Norman Aid Center, or the resource table that's now in front of the library. Now to Bree with an opinion.
Thanks, Yasmin. In February, BuzzFeed News revealed a string of allegations against Lawrence M. Krauss spanning more than a decade. They included groping women and making sexist comments to a student and staff members at Arizona State. After that article was published, the university reopened an investigation into Krauss and, in July, concluded that he grabbed the breast of a woman who posed with him for a selfie at a meeting in Australia in November 2016. Lawrence Krauss was subsequently stripped of positions, including an honorary professorship and the directorship of the Origins Project, which he founded in 2008. And last month, it emerged that Patrick Kenny, dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, had recommended that Krauss be fired from the university, which is an unusual sanction against a tenured professor, even in the cases of sexual harassment. While unusual, Kenny's recommendation of terminating Krauss's employment should have been heeded due to the evidence found in the university's investigation. Krauss continues to deny all of the allegations against him and has since announced his retirement. In his statement, Krauss criticized criticized the university's disciplinary process, saying, "My choice at the time to retire in May was prompted by the regulations of the Arizona Board of Regents, under which I would only be allowed to directly test the credibility of my accusers or the veracity of their claims if I agree to be dismissed, which I was not willing to do." But the university's spokesperson said that was not true, saying, "Dr. Krause's description of our review process is inaccurate," the spokesperson said. The process would have allowed Krause to present witnesses and evidence in his own defense and cross-examine adverse witnesses. Now let's send it back to Noel.
Thanks, Bree. Juniors, are you interested in attending a one-day college tour visit to the University of California, Los Angeles and Loyola Marymount University? The College Center will be taking up to 45 students for a one-day, two-campus college tour, lunch included on November 8th, 2018. Spaces will fill on a first-come, first-served basis, so incomplete applications will not be accepted. Here's how to grab your spot to meet with admissions, tour the campuses, and explore 2 local universities. Complete and turn in the Fall 2018 College Tour application and turn it to the College Center by October 26, 2018. Once you hand in your application, you will receive permission slips to be completed and turned in by November 2nd, 2018. Incomplete or late permission slips will not be accepted. Juniors only spaces will fill. The application can be found on the Daily Bulletin. Now, let's go ahead and send it to Leo.
Thanks, Noel. Next week, the Medical Science Academy will be hosting a fundraiser for the UCLA Children's Medical Center. For $1, students can buy a candygram that will have a Halloween-themed pun or meme printed on the front of it. Make sure to stop by the 3rd floor patio during lunch next week in order to support the children of the UCLA Medical Center. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Normans. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for this week. Looks like the highest the temperatures will get this week is 86 degrees and the lowest is 61 degrees. However, beware because it looks like this week is going to be mostly sunny, but it will be partly cloudy on Sunday, October 28th and Monday, October 29th. Well, it looks like it's going to be a great week so far, Normans. Let's send it back to the desk with more news.
Thanks for watching.
Tune in next week for more
Norman News.